To be continued. What? Hey guys, and welcome to another thrilling episode of the Book Club of Destiny. Today, we will be discussing Toothiana, Queen of the Tooth Fairy Armies. Unlike the two preceding books in the Guardian series, book number 3 does not really leave us with a nicely wrapped up ending. Instead, they leave us with a lovely cliffhanger. Thank you! I'll say no more on this subject. Spoilers. I'm getting way ahead of myself anyway. We shouldn't start talking about the end of the book first. In this book, William Joyce has crafted another adventurous tale where Pitch, the Nightmare King, is more devious than ever. He's so crafty. Toothiana, Queen of the Tooth Fairy Armies, is the perfect addition to the books that we have read so far. We still have a similar feel as the other two books in the series, but we are given some new insights to go along with this swashbuckling, magical, chocolatey adventure. You can thank E. Aster Bunnymund for that chocolate. I ended up giving this book a 4 out of 5, which is half a point higher than the other two books. I don't know if it's because I took a 2-week break from reading, so I enjoyed this book half a point more, or what. But whatever the reason, from the very get-go of reading this book, I was thinking to myself, hey, this is so clever and fun! So I pretty much hid myself away in my dungeon, and by dungeon I mean the safety of my room, and I finished the book in a few hours. So yeah, pretty good. What I liked most about this installment of the Guardians series all comes down to this realization that Nightlight has. Up until this point, Nightlight has been a Peter Pan sort of character, an impish lad who has a knack for saving the day. Hooray! In this book, we see him start to grow up a little bit. He starts thinking about things in a way that he's never thought about things before. While he's having one of these moments of reflection, he comes to this realization. For sorrow and fear that are triumphed over make a powerful weapon. This really stood out to me, and for me it was one of the major themes of the book. It is solidified through the introduction of our newest guardian, Toothiana, or as you may know her, the Tooth Fairy. Toothiana's backstory is actually quite tragic. But despite the trials of her past, Toothiana has grown into a strong, independent woman who is capable of taking care of herself, but who also finds the greatest joy in giving joy to children. We can further see this point if we kind of take some time to think about the other characters. Catherine, for example, never knew her parents, but I think that's something that has shaped her and made her into a great member of the Guardians that she is. Even Pitch has been influenced by sorrow and fear. But I'm not going to say anything more in regards to that matter. You'll just have to read the book and find out more about Pitch for yourself. He's actually quite an interesting bad guy. I like him. The other thing that I really like about this theme is that it's so applicable to life. Each one of us is going to have our own trials and moments of fear and moments of sorrow. Now, this this being a children's book, I really like that William Joyce has brought up this topic and presented it in a way, at least to me, where we can see that it's okay to have hard times in our lives. That's just kind of the nature of life. It's okay to be sad sometimes. It's okay to be afraid. We each have times of mourning and times of trial in our lives. And those moments don't make us weak. They have the potential to make us stronger, better versions of ourselves. We can learn from them, grow from them, become a guardian and kick darkness's butt. So, overall, this was a great book that fit in perfectly with the 2 books we have read so far. Like I said, this one leaves us with a bit of a cliffhanger, so there's nothing left to do but go on to book 4. Bum, bum, bum. So we will be reading The Sandman and the War of Dreams. This is book 4 of the Guardian series, and it's our epic finale. What? So tune in next week to learn about what the heck happened after that cliffhanger. Just kidding, that's spoilers. You're going to have to read it for yourself. But we will be talking about the 4th book of the Guardian series next week. Be there or be square. So, until next time, read a book, eat a cupcake, and love life.